So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Medai Jima. Welcome to today's training. And we have said today's training is going to be more on practicalizing buying and selling. And we're going to talk about trading. And of course, I've told you from the beginning, like yesterday, we emphasized that you must decide what type of trade do you want to execute, what type of trader are you. It must be defined. So you have to major on something and then can be minor on others. So, but your focus is that, okay, if I want to be a holder, and of course, as a holder, that will make you to look out for, quickly you can write this thing down. I tamed some of those things around number one, um, Sapphire lending, staking, liquidity, or you can call it liquidity and farming. They are almost pairing together. So because liquidity have vast and large more activities, because tomorrow we're going to be doing more of decentralized. So you're going to be doing more of staking, liquidity, and liquidity now have liquidity pools and farming. So you should be able to differentiate them and know which one is more profitable for you. One is profitable, one is less riskier. So you should be able to decide which one you want to leverage on. And so the less riskier is taken, and perhaps you can be impacted by, maybe if the project is no longer worthwhile or the pricing is no longer, of course, when the project is no longer worthwhile, it has a lot of effect on the pricing too, or generally the market not healthy. And so, but that means you have a longer period of waiting. So, but what we want to do today is, of course, normal buying and selling, and as it were. But you cannot have a successful journey or activities in crypto without partitioning what your portfolio. You must, as a matter of fact, partition your portfolio in the sense that you have what to fall back to if eventually you are not meeting up as expected, in the market. And that was why I told us the first day why you need to have some of those exchange platforms, or yesterday, sorry, some of those exchange platforms. At least I said everyone must, as a matter of fact, try to have, KuCoin, Gate.io, Hotbit. And then other ones are expected to be gotten too, but I wouldn't know the stress you may face in verifying your Binance. If not, you should have Binance. So, but I did mention them, and I think I sent those Binance, those links that you can register and all of that. Now, once we have started with this, you're going to go in more to a lot of things like what I listed here. We talk about Sapphire, staking, or lending. Now, that's where the categories of Celsius Network come into play, BlockFi come into play, Crypto.com come into play, and then there's so many other Voyager, Nexo, what's this coin again? There's this coin that was on, that's on staking. All right, Exos and all of that. There are many of them like that, right? In the Sapphire staking platforms and all of that. Then you have some exchange staking platform too, right? And then that you perhaps want to take advantage of eventually. Then you're going to have every staking activities are always majorly aligned with POS, and so you have Binance Smart Chain. I know many people do not use Binance Smart Chain. There are a lot of things happening on Binance Smart Chain, but that's not what we're looking at today. But probably tomorrow we may touch one or two things. Yeah. They have verified verification. Yeah, they've updated. If you're using the app on Hotbit, you can update, and then you can do KYC. You can do all of those things there. Then now the POS, you have Binance Smart Chain. Though we'll do that tomorrow. Binance Smart Chain, PancakeSwap, Trust Wallet, Lunaterra. That's Lunaterra. You're going to have in what we call Anchor Protocol, anchorprotocol.com. Then we have NEAR protocol and a lot of them like that as some DeFi staking platform as POS. Then liquidity, we have a lot, some are off. But please, when you start, because I may not remember that because you are not going to go too much so that your brain not get saturated as a beginner. But over time, when you begin to look at liquidity, impairment is one of the major risks associated with liquidity provision. So you less your exposure into stable and rising coins, or into two different rising coins. Let's say Ethereum paired with BTC, impairment always affect crazily. So that's why you have some liquidity on PancakeSwap, on Spooky Swap, on Quick Swap, and all of those things. You look for those that on stable coin, maybe USDC, USDC, BUSD, and some of that things like that. So we have good number. Then into farming, Money Rover, that's you have Moonswap, so Moon Rover. Then the Spooky Swap on Phantom, Dangolin and Million Farm, Lion Run. There are a lot of them like that that you can leverage on. So, but let's go very quickly to what we have to offer today. Sorry. So let me quickly go to Binance. But please, if you open those exchange platform yesterday as I instructed, please just type hi on the chat box. If you have Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, and Hotbit already opened and registered, just type hi on the chat box. So let me see. How many of us. So I said you have opened Binance, KuCoin, Hotbit, and Gate.io. Please type hi on the chat box to let me know where we're going. Okay, I only have a response of 2, right? 3, 4. Okay, we're about 24 in the room. It's only 4 we have not had. The number is not enough. I hope you hear what I said. Please type hi on the chat box if you have. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 24, that's not a good number. Right, 8, 9, right, 10. Okay. 11. That's not yet a good number. So what happened to the rest? Disobedience? Oh, we're too busy. You know what you are doing now is sacrificial. Even you've been here in this meeting, it's sacrificial. So it's not that you have all the luxury time for yourself. It's just that you know that you need it. That's why we said this is intentional education, not the one you were being coerced by the society or your parents and people, or your family rather, because the people can compel, it's either parent or family. And so there are times parents compel the children, and then there's a time children will compel the parent, when the requirement is there. Okay. So, okay, very quickly, I'm going to open up something now, very fast. Now, I've told us yesterday about why we need exchange platform. And please, for security purpose, please, I want to beg us, number one, I was told us yesterday, when you start your crypto properly, you do not need to, as a matter of fact, if you start your crypto properly, right, you have to be very, very careful, right? You have to be very, very extremely careful on how you leave your phone for your children, or leave your phone for people. And I've said preferably, and if you start or you have some money, because this is your business and you have to approach it as your business. So you have to, as a matter of fact, keep those money separate, right? Don't those gadgets, sorry, keep them separate, and so that so get a new phone, right? Get a new phone that you can use, that this is a business phone, not phone for family talk. You don't need that. You have to be very careful. Get a new phone, not phone for family talk. Okay? Family talk, let it be family talk and not the phone you use for your business. Meet a lot of people, their phone for business is what they give their children to play game. Well, I think it's wrong. I don't know how you call it. What they use in pampering children, okay, is in the market. So you get it for them rather than risking your life or your money into or your asset to the hands of your children just because you want to make your children happy. I don't think it makes any sense. To me, it doesn't. So let the phone you use for your business be separate from the phone you use for your communication. Now, if you do not have the capacity now, let it be behind your mind and let it be part of the thing you want to go by so that over time you can meet up with it. Very important, so that you will not, as a matter of fact, you will not fall victim of circumstances. And secondly, less your exposure. Now, if you need to, when you start your crypto properly, you need to have more than one email, right? So dedicatedly, you can go to create an email, maybe one or two email, Gmail preferably, from your official email, right? Create a different Gmail that is not your official Gmail, and you use it for some of those your platform. Like I know some of us have created our account now with our official email, all of that. If there's a need for you to open another email and be using for your official thing, I think it's expedient you do that. So you don't expose. So you don't expose your Gmail or your email rather to general forum. Okay, don't do that. And by your email, the email you use for your business, it will be sacrilege. Your Gmail should be sacrilege, or your email that you use should be sacrilege that you do not use for other things unnecessarily. So avoid that. And that's the same thing with wallet. You have on a wallet, like we told us yesterday to have our wallet created, the MetaMask wallet, Trust wallet, and then SafePower wallet. Now, what's the wallet meant for storing your coins? And good thing, most of the wallet that what's it called? Most of the wallet that adapts, they allow you to have some, very good functions for staking and all of that, so that you do not just keep your coin there. Yeah, some of us take coin on Binance. Well, it was okay, but don't let your egg to be in one basket. Be very careful. Don't keep everything on Binance just like that. Some of us say, okay, let me stake my coin on Binance. So be very careful. I think I'll give us most of those tips. But let us execute some things. Now, we gave us other things yesterday. We talked about, let's look at it. Yesterday, we talked about wallets, talked about exchange platforms, SEX and DEXs, all right? And then we talked about information and research platforms, Cointelegraph, Twitter, Coindesk, and many of them. Then we talk about aggregators, so CoinMarketCap, as MarketCaps, Nomics, CoinGecko, CryptoCompare, CoinMarketCap. Some of them are for research, like CoinMarketCap. So research aggregators, and others show them, pricings and all of that. Now let's do this. Let's do this. was coin market cap. Now I'm going to do something very simple now. Please, anytime you want to trade, write this thing down. There are 4 things that are very, very fundamental when you want to trade your coins. There are 4 things that are very fundamental as a beginner. Before you start learning other things like we're learning about technical analysis and all of that, there are 4 things that are very fundamental. Number one, it is called support. So write it down. It's called support. Number 2, it is called resistance. Number 1 is called support. Number 2 is called resistance. Number 3 is called price. And number 4 is called volume. These 4 things are very, very important, okay? Resistance, support, price, and volume. These 4 things are very important. Now, a coin that you want to trade, just want to buy and sell in maybe for swinging. Now, some of you, for the fact that fellas do not have time or don't love scalping, does not mean you should not learn or understand how to scalp. By the time you keep growing very well in crypto and it get more fascinating for you, you won't like scalping. There's no how anyone who want to do well, I want to stay longer in crypto, will not have time for scalping. Because by the time you want to get the right information, you want to do more research, you want to follow up, update, even when you are in a Signal forum. For instance, we have a Signal forum, like everybody on Be With Me, like I sent a note this morning on our forum that, hey, everybody, especially on Be With Me, and then private mentorship. All the people in private mentorship, I've told them, I said, even if you need me to use cane and flog everybody, I'll flog. Why? Because there, we are not, I'm sorry, you may say I'm too serious. Now, this is a business, for God's sake. I don't believe anyone's time should be wasted only being on play jamboree and all of that. I love results. That's why I love being practical, and so I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't have time to, because most time people who have been over motivated about crypto, they are away today, they are nowhere. So, but when you face this squarely, man, this is my business. This is what I'm doing, and I'm not playing around it. So I don't think I need to waste my time and energy. So that's all I expect from people. So, but of course, when we have all our sundries, you don't expect everybody to behave the same. But I always look at anyone who have someone courage to say, I'm going to your private mentorship, then he must make up his mind, because you'll be drilled. I would not have the time. And I was just saying now that after this general training that I've just given to everybody, that everybody on private mentorship, we are going to be going for thorough drilling, whereby, in fact, you look as if you have started another PhD course, because we have load of things. In fact, if I flip some of those things, I will just, glancing through later, just write. I didn't know when I wrote a full fiscal sheet of what we'll be embarked on and all of that. I was just expanding as a matter of fact. Now, so in other words, what we're going to do is so much. That's the truth. So, but I wouldn't say people who are maybe on Mega Green General Forum, hey, you're going to follow us the way we are doing then on Be With Me, okay, get information, buy this, take this, do that, and all of that, and your work is lesser. And then, of course, then those of you in general forum, some might just decide not to even listen to what we're saying, so it doesn't make any difference. So we have said in the market, there are 3 things that are very important. We've said, the support, the resistance, okay? The support, the resistance, the price, and the volume is very important. Now, if that is the case, how do I find out all of this? It's just little thing I'm going to show to you about those things. How do I find out about those things? Most time when you come to the coin market cap, those of you who scalp, you want to see something, right? You will want to see something. You want to filter the markets. by volume. All right, you want to filter the market 24 hours volume, sorry. Of course, you should know that this is not part of the coin, so it's practical for it to be number one, all right? Then Bitcoin, of course, it should, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. So you now see that Solana gather more volume. Solana, the first 1 to 10 volume coins leave this data of BTC, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Solana, this is stable coin, Terra, Luna, Flex, and BNB. Right? Other ones, they have volume, but not up to what all of those top one are. Right? Now, you want to trade, we have said you must check volume. Now, number two is that I need to know the support and resistance of these coins. Now, if I choose to say, since Solana have good volume within 24 hours, so let me click Solana. Now, this is CoinMarketCap, so you use CoinMarketCap. So I click Solana based on the fact that Solana, click Solana. Now, the simple thing we told you about trading view, right? Now, I don't want to go too technical. Please just know CoinMarketCap. How did I come here? Let me go back so that you don't get confused. I've said 4 things are very important. You want to buy into a coin. You swing it, buy, sell. Before you start learning about deeper research, these are not deeper research. Before you're learning about more deeper or normal technical analysis, leave those ones. You want to do that, maybe you have to now, probably get enrolled for full training. And even in our crypto academy, we don't do technical analysis in basic, in intermediate, in advanced. Okay, there's introductory part of it in advanced and the masterclass. Then I think on private mentorship. Now, if you're on bill with me, that means you know basic and you want to get signals and all of that, and that's why you want to come there and stuff like that. So, but basically, now you are there or not, you should be able to trade successfully. And remember, I need to remind us again, please, let me go back here because this is very, very important, okay? This is very, very important because now remember on this thing, I say something here, which I told you I was not going to just give to you people. And this PDF is not for you, it's for our academy. Now we say stay disciplined and think objectively. As Ellis says, psychology is the biggest part of being a successful trader. So being disciplined and thinking objectively are the most important part of the psychology behind trading. So just like in life, all long-term successes are because of a consistent discipline approach. So be committed to sticking to your game plan. We've talked about that from the beginning. So do your homework, okay? And then be prepared. Be consistent in your approach and your execution. Stick to your stop losses and your profit target, that's taking profit. So don't try and cut corners because the market will sniff this out and crush you. Above all, if you can stay disciplined 100% at all time, you will be 2 steps ahead of the game. So the best way to control your emotion when trading is to learn to always think objectively. Professional traders understand that this is key to winning in the market. So don't have, okay. Now, then the other thing that, okay, now there are a lot of things here. If you glance through it, we say don't FOMO, don't jump into the food they create in the market. So don't trade just to trade. Now look at it. This is a preceding from discipline. Don't trade just because you want to trade. What does that mean? Felix, I have prepared that in this season, until I see market breakout of this level, I won't buy. Now, this is a game plan. Okay, until I see Bitcoin, like me, any coin I want to buy to stake or hold, I can buy it anytime. Like when Bitcoin came down, I was telling everybody, I said, the moment Bitcoin crossed below $41,000, forget it, we are bear market. And we start seeing this, another support, another local support, okay, 37, 36, well, the volume was not much that could take it back up. And then we say, okay, we could land at 32, we could land at 31, and eventually maybe 29. Then we break below 29, that would be very deadly. And so, but there's that is a kind of psychology around 30,000 that's very more possible. Can Bitcoin still come down to 31, 32, 31 and 30? Very, very much possible before this month runs out. Why? There are factors around that which I may not, have all the time to explain to you now. So, I'm just giving you a background check. So you don't trade just because you want to trade, number one. Now, somebody can just come, hey, I want to buy this coin. But I've told myself, Felix, I have specified, okay, I want to buy Solana, I want to buy Sandbox, I want to buy maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4 coins I've listed I want to buy. Remember, I will say something about don't trade too many coins. That's out of indiscipline. Where are you going to? The funniest thing is that you are trading with $1,000 and you are trading 20 coins. Does that really make sense? No. $1,000 and then you are trading 20 coins. $1,000 divided by 20, that's how much? $1,000 divided by 20, that's how much? Per trade, per coin. No. At least, I'm not, remember I just told you that you can start crypto with any amount of money. But when it has to do with the normal trading, you want to swing and all of that, at least worst case scenario, let it be that worst case scenario, $100 in a coin. That means that coin, that's where those factors we mentioned, price consideration will be given at this point. And I'm going to explain to you, when do you consider price as one of the dominant factor for you entering a particular coin to trade? So price will determine if $100 is enough, or you have to step up to the minimum of $200 for that coin. So I'm going to explain. So now people are going to come, hey, this market is good like this and that. What you have told yourself, and you have disciplined yourself, until I see it here, and with this factor A, B, C, I won't trade. So it's not a must because I'm a trader that enter market every day in a week. I may decide to say, I will only trade once this week if this factor meets. And as if that factor met, I trade. But if that factor is not met, I will not trade. So don't just come into the market. I heard that this coin is doing like this. It will draw you back. Say, if a market is crashing down, the best solution is to do nothing. That is why I don't trade shit coins, okay? Or coins I have not reviewed their use cases and simple TA. Trade to win, don't trade just to trade. So it's not for fun. You are not trading for fun. Trade to win and not just trade for trading's sake. So it is very important. People are okay, I'm doing. So most time people call me, market is coming down. I say yes. And what's the best thing to do? Nothing. As long as you didn't take profit when it was up and it has crashed down to the extent that it has gotten to the price you bought, you say, I want to cut losses. You will cut yourself very fast. So be very careful. So don't just trade because you want to trade. Trade to win. So never think about money when trading, but see money as an instrument of the market. So that is very important. That's why your emotions are not controlled. You come into the market and then you begin to like, oh, my money is, no, you are putting $1,000. Glory be to God. At the market, your money has drawn down to 150. You're not saying, I better sell Amo, make I collect the 150. Make I know, say I don't lose 850. No. That means you never even understood the coin you were buying in the first place. If you understand it, what should I do? Nothing. Rather, if I have more money, I cost average. That's where the concept of cost averaging comes in. Rather than wasting, because you could sell now, at that point you sold, the market bounce back, and you begin to now struggle. How will you cope? Cope. Remember, in crypto, you are trading two things, the asset and the value of the asset. So what you don't need to battle over, the market will give it to you, is the price. What you need to battle and protect is the volume of the asset, because the market will not give it to you. But the price, the market will give it to you. It has come down, no problem, it will bounce back. So at that point, you accumulate more volume of the coin so that when it bounces back, you make a lot of money. So stop struggling with the fiat. So stop looking at your money that your money is burning. Be concerned about the volume of your asset you bought. So that's why we said, if you focus on making money or try not to lose it, you will lose money. Your emotion will get involved and hinder your ability to make the best decision possible. Of course, your goal as a trader is to make money, but that shouldn't be your focus. Focus on trading correctly. Think of your game plan, then the process. Think objectively as a trader. So your only focus should be on flawless execution of your game plan. It is very simple. Profit or loss are byproduct of your trading plan or action. So trade to trade correctly, and the profit will follow. Okay, so let's go. I've already explained all of these things to you, but I'm sure we didn't go to more detail, and then for you to be able to, get a lot of things. There's so many things around all of this game plan, and all right. So now let's go back to where we were. So now I picked up this guy. Which guy did I pick? I say by volume, we saw that Solana is following. BNB2 has been good volume. Now I click Solana and I said, looking at Solana, it has volume, right? 24 hours volume for Solana. That is good. What does that volume mean? That is, there are many trading activities, buy and selling, on Solana. Okay, now let me go simple trading view that they are put in the coin market cap for you, or they are putting coin market cap for your CoinGecko. Now, remember, we come to this place. Please be observant. This is coin market cap. So we talked about it yesterday. So write coin market cap, and then I look at here, scroll up, and you see volume here. Look at volume. So click it. It's going to give you 24 hours volume. By volumes of money transactions in that particular coin within 24 hours are going to be shown to you. So you can now see that Solana is having volume. Now, you may not need to disturb yourself. Bitcoin must always have volume. Ethereum. So you may not even want to go around Solana, Terra, right? XRP, Polkadot, Cardano, as it were. Now, so let me go for Terra. Okay, let me go for Terra. Yeah, after Solana is Terra, so let me go for Terra. Now, so you scroll down to see the market cap. To see the trading view. Click it. Now, what exactly do I want to check on the trading view? Simple trading view. The support, simple trading view. The support and the resistance. I want to see the support and the resistance of this market. Now, generally, markets crash down, go up, but not all coins return at the same time, and not all coins go down at the same time, right? So sometimes when the market is totally down, you will see that some coins are still up. Now, listen to me. When you are checking some of these things, this is not a perfect head and shoulder, but look like that. And then when you begin to learn more about technical analysis, you say, this thing will have, definitely we should expect a crash in this, because we could see a kind of, even when it's not a complete one, but it's a kind of forming head and shoulder, as it were. Okay, now, you as a trader, as a swing trader, listen, write this thing down. When you are looking for coin to hold, buy and go and stake, and you want to check the support and resistance, where is the best time to buy it? Use time frame of day. Time frame of day. Day is for investors and holders. Days, week is for investors and holders or stakers. Now you want to swing, change it to hour, and should be at least 4 hours time frame for swing activities. 4 hours time frame. Now for people who are scalper, right? People who scalp a lot, what they use is 1 hour maximum. If not, what they do is 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And those are, it can mislead you because you are not ready for those minutes movement, just like shaking and shaking, just few shaking. Then that's what you want to do. No, sorry, go here. Let's see it here. So they will be using all those 5 minutes, so every shake can see they will have been trading here within range. Let's use 15 minutes. So they will have been trading the upper limits and lower limits, this, that. And then for you to do that, you should have much money in the market. You are trading with $100,000 on a pair. Yeah. If you come to 47 something, you buy, you go to within 15 minutes again, whatever, go to 49, you sell, then, in that order. For those who do future trading, so they go long, they go short. So that 1 minute by 10x, 1 minute by 10x is already 10%. 1% by 10x is already 10%. 1% by 20x is already 20%. So but you have to be technically inclined and be ready to follow and start monitoring the market as much as possible. So leave your time frame to be in hours when you are a swing trader. Now, leaving it on the hours, look at the chart. You want to see the support and resistance. Now, I will quickly explain to you what is support and what is resistance. So what is support and what is resistance? All right. Now, in a word explanation, support simply means the level at which every traders are not ready to sell, but waiting for a rebound. So their action is a place at which we have no person with intention of selling any longer. But the likely thing that's going to happen at that point is buying or waiting. Then that's a support. Why? Every support eventually turns to resistance later, and every resistance eventually turns to support later. All right? So with that, you're able to say, no, at this point, what then is resistance? Resistance is a point at which traders are ready to take profit. And what happened? That's what we refer to as point of selling pressure. There are more people ready to remove money from that particular asset. So if people are moving out money from that asset, that means they are dumping the asset back. The more they are dumping the asset back, the weaker such asset becomes. All right? The asset becomes weaker, weaker, weaker. And that's where you begin to graduate to learn some tools they call like moving average or exponential moving average, RSI, to check what we call oversold, overbought, and all of that. So the pattern of the movement of the market tell you, oh, this market is oversold or it's overbought, as it were. So you want to see a support and resistance. Now, if you look at Luna now, yes, the Bitcoin market optimally still determine what happens in the market till today. And that's why most coins have not separated themselves. As Bitcoin will have any hit down, every coin too will hit down. As Bitcoin will have, that's why you could see Luna, Terra Luna was already going up as BTC was going up. Immediately BTC starts rigmaroling and then bounce back, then that one to go down. Now, let me use this chart to show you support and the resistance. Now, in every good market, right, have a presentation of a trend. Please, I'm not teaching you technical analysis, but be careful. Let me just do something here. Now, in the market, we have two movements majorly with the third movement. Downtrend, uptrend, and sideways. Now, a market is said to be uptrend when this happens. Look at it. There must be a recorded impulse move, something like this, and a pullback, which is what we call healthy pullback, and a continuous movement. But the next pullback must not go below the previous pullback, like this. Now, an impulse move, a pullback, and it aggravated up. Now, when you look at this, it hits the trend line, for instance. As it hit the trend line, but the previous pullback, it didn't get there totally. Now, this was a resistance before. The market broke out of it, and then it became a strong support when the market hit back there. Then there's an impulse move again, and a pullback is every 4 hours. An impulse move after the 4 hours complete, it broke out again. Then the pullback didn't come to this place. It continued to move. Then again move. There was a wicked pullback here as it was going to break down. Now, at this point, you look at most traders, they look at it. At this point, it's a very strong support. This was a resistance before. It became a support. Why? At this point, we have a lot of people who were not deciding. People were beginning to buy little by little. We call accumulation zone. People were buying and buying and buying. And then the next thing you expect is the market spike up. As a spike up, some people are bought from here or down here. Some will sell. Definitely they must sell. That's what we call healthy correction. Then the market corrects a little back, and then more people are buying again. This is they have a very good look, and then again another pullback. Now, support, resistance. Nobody wants to buy a market when it's up. Like now, look at the market now. At this point, a trend up, a pullback, and went below the previous pullback, again down here, and came and met another support here. Then a reverse again, start consolidating. Then we start now having trend reversal. Now, when it hit here, you can see when it hit down here, and never broke the trend line, it could continue. It hit down here again, and then hit the trend line and continue. But this time around, it broke down, right? It hit the trend line and below. Then at that point, that's a trend reversal. So everybody was like, man, this market is now being very delicate. And then the person may still watch and say, maybe we could have a kind of a bounce up again. But I doubt, because it has been consistently 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it has been, if you check the hours, for 4 hours up to this movement, you know that it was up constantly for how many days. Even when you don't check technical analysis, coins that have continually rising up 1, 2, 3 days, that's when you say, let me buy. No, it's wrong. Because at that point, it has gotten to a point where once it took it up, sometimes we say we have double top. Once it took it up, was actually practical FOMO. The weekends in the market are like, hey, it's like the coin is still going to go up. They begin to buy. Those are the people who let people make a lot of money. You are meant to sell at that point, and then the market, it has come down again. Then it broke this. Then, as if it goes sideways, that I want to bounce up. It's a lie. As if you want to bounce up and breaking the neckline, it's a lie. If you look at it, sorry, you can now see it. Can you see? Now here, you ought to have continued the trend, because if you now look at it from here, sorry. Sorry, I'm not in a technical class, so I don't have time to start doing. Now, as the market again, as if when we break, continue down, of course, trending down, and then came down here, and then have a reversal, there's a smart move back, then you now saw something like this. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. Now, ordinarily, you now saw the markets. Sorry. So you now see the market, oh my God, this market pull up and then begin to have a kind of a trend reversal. This is like an uptrend as it were. And then pull back, didn't go down here. An impulse move, pull back, didn't come back here. So this is a very fantastic uptrend, right? Look at it. If you look at it from here, sorry. If you look at it from there, then we were not having a kind of the market, an impulse move, a consolidation, an impulse move, a consolidation. Then it never bounced back below the previous all-time low, right? Then you now say, oh, the market is actually reversing back. Now, but look at this trend now. The market, then continue first touch, partially second, third, then this, if this had hit and then continue, then it will have, for the next, was this guy learn and then broke below, then that's a very bad sign. Then the market begins to like struggle. Then even when it struggled to now get up, but you saw that it never get up to this. If it had get up to this and broke this, then the trend may be bouncing up somewhere here. At this, hit the trend line and then jump over it, it will have continued. But it never got there. Then the guy continue again. That's what you saw. The more breakdown. Then the guy struggle again to get up. No way. Continue. Now, let's look at this. Your class almost turned into technical class, but that's not a full technical class, okay? Now, technically, you will say this market had actually broken down, has already crossed, just like this is not a perfect double bottom, but now that the market ordinarily had actually crossed the neckline to continue, because after here, moved down, hit up, of course, could not turn the trend line, and then here touch and broke, it couldn't cross it over. This one couldn't even touch, it was weak, zaga, and then here broke down, then begin to reverse, go to the trend line, or to break, but it crosses it, you say it's good. But after then, we still have this. Why? Bitcoin movement, and then the market. So ordinarily, you say the market, I want to buy into the market, sorry. That's where you begin to say, let me ladder buy, which is called cost averaging. So you look at the base at what price? $43, right? $43. I may say, Felix, if market is still going to break down, as it were, I would rather place my price to buy this coin at $43 if BTC will still break down. If not, if you can consolidate and reverse from $43 or $46, then I'll place price there. But I would rather use part of my money and place at 46 and leave more of the money waiting down because the market is not yet defined. Now, why do I show us this? To show you when the market is actually trending, to understand the support and the resistance. Support is a level at which nobody is interested in selling, including people who have bought before by virtue of they were already at loss. That was why you saw that Bitcoin maintained a very strong support at $30,000 of all it hit and down the time. Why? The number of people who bought there, or when we maintain a kind of consistent sideways there, people were buy, sell, some just buy and say, let me wait. None of that. There were much volume of buying. That was a very strong support. And that's why when you are looking at a chart and you couldn't see where the market correct band a little, when you become afraid when the market just do a pole movement, there was no little correction. That means that thing will crash down. The way it jump up, that's the way it's going to jump down. That's why I would say, no, this is not a good coin because it just pumped. As the way it pumped, that's the way it's going to dump. Now, let me quickly go back to the Binance. So we said support, resistance, volume, and price. Now, going to the Binance, and you want to buy a coin, like I've shown here. Sorry. So you can see BTC. I told you guys, BTC is not stable. It's just, the guy is free with donation. It's just going down as it were. Okay, look at it now. Like what we just exemplified now. BTC. Let me use this, the trading view. Now, this guy, you look at it and say here, where do we have more strong support again for BTC? You can practically say BTC with this kind of movement is making, and here it couldn't withstand the support because that was another support here. Here is now battling between here 34,400, 35,400 in this range. Right, 35,400. Now, if BTC could not hold at 35,400, right, then you are now going to be struggling below the previous dump, that is 32,600. If that could not hold, you'll see that there is nothing again holding BTC not to drop to 31,000, 30,000, or 29,000 as it were. Why? There was no gallop. So let's use that language. There was no gallop anywhere that could have, let's say, we are here. Why do you do this? And all of that. It will still dump. BTC will still dump. That's the truth. So now you want to buy BTC. So a market, number one, you don't buy market at the roof, which means at the all-time high. You don't buy market at the all-time high when the market is up. You buy market when, using this language, when people are so fearful in the market and say, oh, I'm just tired of this dump and all of that. That's the best time where people who want to make money come into the market. Then when everybody are just hyping, wow, Bitcoin is going to $100,000. Meanwhile, it's at $69,000. That's the best time to get out of the market. In other words, you must set a pattern for yourself that at this point, I'm exiting the market. It doesn't matter what the market is doing again. Why? There's another day, another market, and another coin. So you don't get stuck with a given market that are giving you money. Outside the fact that you buy a coin and you keep it for staking, lock it somewhere is a different ballgame. But as far as you bought a coin just to take profit and all of that, when it has pump and pump and pump up, you sell. And then, so identifying support is to check where did market start from and where is it now. And number two, sometimes when the market has constantly go up 2, 3, 4, 5 days, no matter what fundamental around that coin, it should take correction. And so with that correction, that's not the best time for you to be buying. So the up, the down are determined by the time, and then of course you need to know the chart pattern of the movement in the market. Now, we said 24 hours volume. When a volume is increasing, sometimes I want to buy a market. I will come here, look at it now. Let's check the Luna we were checking. Luna USDT. Now, I come to check Luna USDT, all right? Now, you see the last support I was telling you about. I will place my price to buy at $43 as it were. Now, I come to now check the volume of Luna, okay? The volume of Luna, that's about how much? That's about 5 million. Is it 5,815,282? This is 1, 2. So look at the volume. That is the money coming in, going out, and coming in within 24 hours, trading volume. 288 million and all of that. Now, I want to check this within 2, 3, 4 minutes at interval I check. Now, it's at this point. Now, if I'm noticing more drop in the volume, man, that means people are taking profit. So that's where you're going to see that the more reduced this volume is, the more red candle you see, and then the more going down you can find. Now, sometimes you come to the market and you are checking the 24 hours volume of money coming to a particular coin. Maybe it's at the dip, and more volume are coming in, but the price has not moved. At that point, such coin, just go and buy it. Don't buy with this price. Go and be a taker. Because the moment the coin will jump up, you will not be able to buy it. All the prices you said that, let me buy 47.45, you will see that it will jump to 48.2, 48.9, 49.1. That's when you begin to say, hey, let me now set another price. No, it won't work that way. Now, when you check the volume, and then you see that more volume are added to that particular coin, more and more and more and more, and the market has not moved, before you know, more volume, maybe in thousands, in tens of thousands, in hundreds of thousands, running into millions, and the price is still down there, then you have to come to the market and become a taker, not a maker. Who is a maker and who is a taker? A taker is a person who comes to buy like almost at the market price. You pay higher fee than a person who is a maker. A maker contributes to the volume that is making the coin getting stronger in the market. So every money you deposit or place order to buy, become a maker and show the volume of money that is available for that coin. Then, but when you come to the market and you become a taker, you just collect and go. You pay higher fee because that is an express walk. You pay higher fee, and then, but why will I go and look for payment of higher fee when I see that there's excessive volume adding up to that particular pairs, and the market, the price is not yet correlating to the volume? When it's going to move, that's where it created what we call impulse move. Okay, it created an impulse move. Quite cumbersome now for me to say buy any coin because market will still crash. But I want to look for whichever coin we can buy. I was looking for a coin. Okay, let's do one thing before we buy a coin. Let me go to Gate.io. Now, there's something you must know because I know a lot of people will make that mistake. Very, very important. Very, very important. Now, this is Binance. As a beginner, this is Binance. As any exchange platform you open, please, as a matter of fact, ensure you do your Google Authenticator and do your KYC if they require for you to do it. And in your Google Authenticator, your recovery code should be written down separately in a document, in a book, not copy and paste. Have a book, have a cover note that you use. I write down my trading strategy. I write it down. I will write down, okay, I'm buying so coin, how much, at this price. I'm going to place for this. I write it. Then when I come back, I just execute it. Whatever I want to happen to the market doesn't concern me. I continue doing what I'm doing, right? So, but there's something I want us to know very, very important. Now, you may have your wallet, like your Trust wallet or SafePal or anywhere. And then you have the maybe USDT, or even you want to buy coin from somebody. You want to buy coin from somebody. Why we say we have to verify your Binance. How do I buy coin into my back office? Because I know it's most of you, your local currency you have, if it's Nigeria, you have your Naira. That's where you hear about this P2P. That's where you hear about P2P. So, but for you to use P2P or Binance, for instance, you must have that account verified. So you have to do your KYC. I haven't done my KYC. If you are using a system or phone, you will see wallet. So you click on wallet. Now clicking on wallet. Now I'm going to go now in the Binance. Their P2P wallet is called funding wallet. So you have to click on funding wallet. Now clicking on funding wallet, make sure your account is verified. Then you will see, please don't buy BTC, don't buy Ethereum, don't buy. Make sure you buy USDT. So if it's not showing, you have to search for it. So you want to buy, so click. Now to make it simpler for you and not to give yourself unnecessary stress, okay, let's come up. If you are doing it for the first time, it's going to ask you to update your account number and all of that. Please don't get, don't be afraid when they ask you to put your BVN. There's no harm about that, okay? Now they will ask you to put your BVN, put it there, whatever update they ask you to do. Now, having done that, you want to buy or you want to sell. Now at that point, you have to now fiat NGN. Don't put all payment. Click bank transfer, because if you put all payment, that means you tell them, you are saying the seller or the buyer, you can let us transact with the back office Naira, you know. So put bank transfer. Now, if I put bank transfer, to save yourself from unnecessary stress, instead of searching for who and who you will buy from at a favorable price, just use Express. Okay, so if you are using phones the same, but you may not see it, you need to click on a tab, on an icon. I might not be able to show that now, because so just you will see Express. Just select Express. Use the Express. Now you now see buy, sell. Now what actually are you doing? I want to buy. Then I'm actually not buying. So if you want to buy, you now click buy. You will see Naira. How much? What you want to buy? Let's say you want to buy worth of 100,000 Naira. So it's telling you worth of 100,000 Naira is $175. That's not true. You have to click first to see what is the best rate. So if I click buy, you can see the rate you saw was not the actual rate. Because they have to now suffer, maybe it was the last rate that was used by the merchant. What's the advantage of Express over the other one? These are registered merchants that have stake in their Binance account and all of that. All right, so you can now see that you are buying at 573. Best offer. Okay, so the best offer 573. You now click purchase. Okay, when you click purchase, it's going to prompt up the account number of the fellow that you need to pay into, right? Then when you pay into it, right, there was a place they will ask you to click that you are paid, confirm that you are paid, click, then you wait for the fellow to respond. You know, sometimes if you're not responding on time, you can see his phone number and you chat with him or you call him, see with him. Some you have to read their instruction. They will tell you, I'm on this, don't worry, don't call me until I've spent up to 10 or 15 minutes. And always observe those cautions so that you don't disturb his network by disturbing him on calls. That is how to buy using P2P. Now, if you want to sell, maybe you started doing the business and start making money. Like I know that's one of the things that many people ask, say, they say Nigeria, you cannot do your crypto again because they have banned. That's not true. Now, if I want to sell the same way, but you have to do something if I want to sell. Look at it, let me just do, I think I can do this experiment. I have little fun. Now, if you want to sell, you must have the money transfer from your main wallet into your funding wallet. So if you go to wallet, you are going to see deposit, withdraw, transfer. If you are using phone, then you click on transfer. So where am I transferring from and to where? To fiat and spot. To I'm transferring to I'm transferring to funding account. Sorry. So I'm transferring to funding account. Oh. Sorry about that. I'm really sorry. Okay. So I'm transferring from so transfer to funding. Okay. Now, what exactly are you transferring? USDT. So search for it, USDT. Then how much am I transferring? Let's say $100. I click confirm. Now I've transferred $100 from spots to funding. So you go back to your wallet again and you go to funding wallet. So that please, sometimes many of us we disturb, your friends who may be busy that you want to buy, it will help you buy and all of that. It's a thing you can do by yourself. It's just that most time we don't pay attention to learning. Now you can now see I have the USDT $100. So I click on buy sell. If you have not done it before, by the time you click, they will ask you to verify, to add your account details. So just add all of those things and ensure you add your account that you have alert and applications. If you don't have applications, go and have so that you wouldn't have issues over time. So I want to sell, right? I want to sell. Then I click on Express so that to avoid unnecessary searching for some persons who are not even worthwhile. Then how much am I selling? I can just click all because that's $100. Now I said, this is the rate. No, it's not the rate. You have to click to know which one is the rate. They will give you best offer. It's not going to be up to this. It may be 568 and all of that. So let's click it. Okay, 571 is the best rate. And then you can now see that my account number is already there. So that's the method I want to use in receiving my money. Account number. Then how much is going to what? 57,145. Then I click confirm sale. Now, as I click confirm sale, now the fellow is going to be notified, he has an offer to make payment. Now, you can see the fellow, see form, blah, 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 blah. Now, show my account number, And then I'm waiting. And look at the instruction the person wrote. Always read so that you don't cause issues for yourself. He said, please stay online and release asset after confirm payment. I think God beg you, don't waste time. You can also as well drop a positive feedback after the trade. Thanks. Now, what will I do at this point? Nothing. You just wait. Then how will I know that this person has made my payment? Even when you are here, you are going to see a notification that you should confirm. Then in your bank account, you get the alert. Sometimes you may not get alert, or even when you get alert, I always tell people, either you get alert or not. Go to your, because you will get notification on your phone. That's why I always tell people, verify your phone number on your Binance and all of that. Now, when you get the payment, don't use the alert you get. Log into your app, your bank app, to see that the money is there. Okay? Make sure that the money is there in your bank. Sometimes when I don't have enough money and I need to use that money, maybe I want to transfer money to somebody. And let's say I'm receiving 1 million naira and I saw that the 1 million naira has come in and I want to send 400,000 to somebody. I quickly send the 400,000 out to see, because there's funny thing can happen and all of that. So, but confirm first that the money has been received. So that you have done the basics. Okay? Now we'll wait for it. When it has come, then we will go to do what we need to do. Now let me quickly go to KuCoin. Now KuCoin, operation on KuCoin is quite different. KuCoin has two things. KuCoin has main account and trading account. KuCoin has main account and trading account. So understand this fact. Now, when I want to receive money, if I go to my asset, you see that main account is where deposit and withdraw is written. So when you want to receive money from anybody, maybe you tell Felix to help you to buy coin, or you tell your friend to help you to buy coin, or you have sent money to your friend to help you to buy coin, maybe any USDT and all of that. Now, you are meant to copy your own wallet and send to him. Please take note of this, everybody, I beg you. According to this guy, I beg you. Is when you are receiving or sending your wallet to people, take note of what we call protocol. Now, I want to receive USDT from a friend, or I want to send USDT to a friend. Now, I click on deposit. This is your KuCoin. So I click on deposit, for instance. Haven't clicked on deposit, please, I beg you. By default, USDT is on Ethereum blockchain. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've received a message that this guy, say buyer had marked P2P order as paid. Okay, is that so? Now, let me quickly go back there. You will see what it will highlight. Right, let's go back there. You can now see here, say payment received, confirm that you are received. Say after payment, then payment, no, you have to now check. So I will log into my bank app to make sure that the money is breathing there. If it's not breathing there, I will not confirm. So don't make any mistake and confirm when you have not checked your transaction or to see the money in your bank account. Okay. In my own case, I think alert is still even delayed, though they have said the person have marked that he has paid. Sometimes they will mark they have paid. Maybe they have many transactions. And so, just a moment. Okay, I've gotten the alert in my mobile alert. So let me see, go back to my app. So don't be in a haste that you want to just do the transaction before you do funny thing and then go and pay for it. I've seen people who they didn't wait to see and that the money is already in their bank account breathing, and then they went and confirmed. Now, good and fine, I've received the money. And sometimes I go to the narrative to check Name of the person, okay, the complete name of this person, Samuel. Olamayowa, okay, Olania. So this person now have made payment, and then blah, 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 blah. You can see the name. All right. So the payment is made. Then it's on that note, I will now click confirm. They will tell you, are you sure to release the coin? Yes, I click confirm. Then I have to use my Google Authenticator to know that you are the one doing the transaction. So that's why all of those verifications are very important. So I put it there. So the moment I put it there, transaction is complete. Now, so I may want to say, yeah, he's a positive guy, stuff like that. Now, you are finished with P2P. For person to do transaction with you, you are done with it. Now, you want to send or receive. I was telling that deposit and withdrawal. So deposit and withdrawal, look at it. Most USDT payment transaction, we don't use Ethereum protocol. Why? Because Ethereum protocol charges so much. That's why you now need to click on the network. Look at it. You have Ethereum, you have Tron, you have KCC, you have Algorand, you have EOS. Use TRX. Why? TRX is more vast into many platforms. Not all platforms will use the EOS protocol. Not all platforms will use the KCC protocol and all of that. Now, you have to now copy the address. You will now see that this address now is different from when it was in Ethereum. So you can see when it was in Ethereum, it was this. Now, but when in Tron, it's now this. So you copy the address. Now, I copy the address. So now let me go to Binance, and I want to send money to KuCoin. So the same way, so that you can do things by yourself independently. You do not need to come and help me. Come and you just expose yourself to danger. I'm not saying you may not have trustworthy people, but be very careful. Issue of money, you have to be careful. Now, you can see now, I come here, I want to withdraw the money. I paste the address. Now, having pasted the address, sometimes it automatically dictates the type of address. But sometimes, now, some people will just go ahead and send the money without checking which network. You can see it's a network. So you have to check. Now, in checking, I click. By default, you automatically select a network, which is not Solana, is not BNB, but Tron. So TRS is the protocol. Yes, how much am I sending? Let's say $100. If I'm sending $100, it's going to charge me $1. But if I didn't mean I'm sending through Binance, it will charge me Ethereum, it will charge me about $25 if I'm not mistaken. Of course, they have disabled all of this because we have issues over time when people have mistakenly send money out and it never got delivered. So for me to let this $100 get to this person, I have to add a charge. But Binance collects from what is remaining. Collect from what you are sending out. Now, but you don't need to do that on KuCoin. KuCoin collect from what is remaining. So, but Binance collect from what you are sending, right? So I click on withdraw. Now you can see, if I say withdraw, continue, I will have to send a code to a mail. I will send a code to my phone number. And so these are security. You have to do all of those things. They're very important. Now, let me pick the code from my mail. Sorry. Okay, speak. Sorry. Authenticator. So I have to put the authenticator code. 223 54. Okay. Submit. Complete. Now I've transferred, I've make a withdrawal. So I'll wait for the confirmation, right? I'll wait for the confirmation of the withdrawal into my KuCoin. Now, there's something very, very important you need to know about KuCoin. When the money is sent, unlike Binance, once money is sent to you, you just continue to trade because it's sent to your spot wallet, and in the spot wallet, you trade directly. But on KuCoin, it's sent to your main account, and you need to transfer from the main account to your trading account. Without that being done, you cannot see the money. So I've let people get frustrated when they want to trade. They keep asking me, sir, I cannot see my money. I cannot see my money. What's happening to my money? I'm trading is insufficient fund. Yeah, it's insufficient because the money has not reflected in your trading account. So unlike Binance, the moment money is sent to your Binance, it has reflected, and then when it reflects, you can start trading. Now, how do I trade on Binance? Like I told you, understand support, resistance, price, and volume. Now let's go here. If you are using a system or you're using a phone, you want to start trading. Number one, you log into your Binance, you click on market. When you click on market, it brings you up to an interface of trade. You search for the name of the coin. Now on system, the same way, instead of the market, you see trade directly. You place your cursor on trade, and then you see click on advanced to give you better overview. Now, as I click on advanced, by default, it's going to bring, if it's the first time you are trading on that place, it's going to bring BTC USDT. Now, I always tell the money you want to use in trading, don't keep it in BTC, keep it in USDT, so that you trade against stable and unstable. So next, I have to click on that BTC to show me where to select the coin I'm looking for. Let's say I want to buy, which coin is that? There was a coin I was checking. Oh, shit. That was a moment, guys. Okay, so now, where are you? Let me check thoughts. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I was busy. Oh, shit. No. I was doing analysis on this coin yesterday. That bomb was, oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Now, this is I love this thing anyway. So even though I missed it yesterday, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, shit. That's crazy, man. Oh my goodness. Nevertheless, no problem. Now, this coin now, a lot of people, you may have a lot of FOMO, people shouting, this coin is going to go break, it's going to break record, it's going to $20. Even if they say it's going to go to $100, don't buy it. More chances of this coin is to dump. At least, if not back to $9, but you can be sure that it may be back to $7. Yes, it may not go back to $5, where yesterday it was at $5. I was like, my goodness, it's crazy. Now, this is a pole. That's not a healthy, this is not ordinary movement. It's a pump movement, okay? These are not ordinary movement. This is a pump movement. That's what we call pole chart. So just have got to $12. Man, I missed this. I was so busy. Shit, that's crazy. Problem. It's one of those things, man. Oh shit. So this type of coin, you don't buy it. Now you can see resistance. There were much people took profit there. They were just selling, and then it continued to consolidate. But some people are still FOMO in. That's why I see that it has gone to 81%. A FOMO in. If you want to gamble this kind of nonsense, you should just put small money. If you buy at $10, if you go to $12, you sell off, go away. Then, but staying there, they will dump on your head. That is pumping. It's not ordinary. This is not a healthy movement. There's a pump movement. All right. So you don't buy such coins. So you just imagine, because I say, oh, this coin I'm supposed to buy, and I come back now and I'm seeing it this way, I see go ahead and buy. It doesn't matter. It matters. You will keep wasting your resources doing that. And too many activities. Yesterday, I said I was going to buy it, and then send to our forum those. Be with me and private mentorship. If you are here, please forgive me. Well, to be part of this pump, but too many things. Don't worry. All those things will go away eventually. Well, I've collected some cake. Okay, like this one now is good. Okay, let me use this one as an experiment. This one now is good. We're talking about support and resistance. If you look at this coin, this is a very, now forget the market is not even healthy, but that's a very good buy. Now, why? Look at the last support here of this coin, 17 cents. Nice and nice. It has been sideways. It tried to go up, go to 22 cents, and all of that. Then what you do in the decision you make in this type of a coin is this. You can buy half, and buy half with the prevailing price, and then check on the other lower support here at, see down 19 cents or thereabout, and then you can keep some at 17.7, that's 18 cents, 19 and 17 cents. So, but you can buy at this prevailing price, because in this type of coin, where do I expect this coin to go back up to? And of course, order will wait to have a confirmation that the market crosses 22 cents. Then if it crosses 22 cents, you can say up, can have the next resistance at 25 cents. Because that is a staircase. Be able to stair up, and then look at the previous resistance. The previous resistance was 31 cents. Then you can say, okay, now when it's getting closer to that point, you say, let me start selling gradually. Let me check something. Man, it's crazy. Missed this. I'm sorry. So let me just buy and leave story, because there's no money here even. So I'll buy at the first maker price, the highest maker price, right? Buy at the highest maker price. Now, ordinarily, you shouldn't be buying like that. How do you buy? You set your own desired price. But like this coin now, although as BTC is still has not gotten itself. If not this type of coin, you can just see it pump anytime soon, right? So, but consistently it has been sideways, upper limit, lower limit, and all of that. So I did some review on it yesterday. I think there's something, don't worry, maybe after now, I will have to check. Now, I placed price to buy it. Has it bought for me? No. What my price? Okay, you can see what I said. What my price? 0.1987 is what I placed price to buy. And now the coin now is now 0.2010. Hey, what should I do? The worst you should do again is like canceling at this and be adjusting your prices. Now let's go back and check the volume of this coin. 24 hours. Let's be checking. 1,749,001. So let's see. Is it adding up? So capture that. You come back. It's actually adding very big volume. Let's see. Is the volume jumping? Yeah, it's actually jumping. 9. Okay. 6, 7 now. All this time I'm doing too, you can do it on tap traders, like I told us yesterday. So because I'm not going to stay in this market, I will just do a taker price. So I can cancel it and do a taker price. If not, I should just stay in the market and buy at my own prevailing price. So I'm going to use market order, right? And just collect it and go away. So it's going to buy very expensive. So I bought, so it doesn't matter. So I bought and I just left it. So because I want to achieve something to show you guys. Now that I've bought, please don't always buy at market price. Now that I've bought, I've told you, looking here, 2.2. So I can set my price before it start getting weaker to have the strength to go up 28 cents. So I want to sell 28 cents. 28 cents, 50%. This is what we call ladder sell, ladder buy, 50%. All right, sell 50% at 28 cents. Right now, 30 cents, another 50%. Now the remaining one, what should I do? Nothing. Why? Because let's check the coin. Long time. Let's go to the coin market cap. Long time. Where was the coin? So for your experiment, if you're on Binance, you can buy, okay? LTO. So network is updating to the ERC20 based smart contract, new smart contract, blah, 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 blah. Old smart contract, blah, 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 blah. For detailed information, please read blah, 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 blog. So you can go to their portal to read update and all of that. Now let's go down, sorry. All-time high of this coin, 90 cents. An all-time low 2 years ago, 1 cent 99 penny, thereabout. So can this coin take off back as it were? So let's go back here. You have a lot of things to learn, but I just want a situation whereby when you even start, maybe you want to even get a role in Plan B, or you are even on the general free platform, you should be able to carry out simple instructions so that you can be making money. See, like ordinarily, this coin will be going sideways. This is the bottomless bottom that the coin is just going for a while. Now, if BTC didn't mess up, this is a good coin. That's why I say, man, these coins are the support. It has been consolidating for a very long time. You see what it has done. Even when it did double bottom here, not really too perfect because there's a weak candle tail. Now, but at the neckline, it broke it. But of course, market didn't favor it. It began to do. But it never got back again down to 17 cents or 16 cents as it were. And now, so the next you expect now is the first movement back is to this place at least 30 cents, 30 to 31 cents, before it will struggle at this point because you saw that there were a lot of support here. You see now, there were a lot of a kind of support line here when the market it didn't break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until eventually it broke. Now, when you are monitoring, you are trading with this coin and you have been following it, and it created consistent lower and upper limit as now you begin to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, when it broke this, you know that man is down. Now, the same thing, when this market managed to break this, guy, forget it. You're going to have up to 50 cents for this coin. All right. So now you want to buy it, you can buy it now. Simple basic thing you do is that we said talk about market indicators where you use I use stochastic RSI more than RSI because stochastic give me more aggregate as it were. Okay, you can say the coin is oversold, right? That is a good buy. And you can see that the market, the coin, anyone who is scalping or swinging, that was a very nice swing for a very long time. You already have seen the range it created. When it's up here, you sell. You wait for it down here. You see that? Then I'm sure some people must have created a pattern around this coin and be making money consistently over a period of time throughout, like the month of throughout last year. So somebody can be on this coin throughout last year and be millionaire, be making money as he ought to be making money, you know, whatever. Okay. Ichimoku Cloud. You can see it's battling. So the moment it crossed, like now I was telling you 22 cents. So the moment it crossed the red cloud, so I told you 22 cents, then up it goes, you know, but and it's still dangerous anyway, because you have a very short green cloud, you know, another red cloud and all of that. But give and take, it's better. This type of coin is better than a coin that's uproof, as it were. Okay, I bought already. And so let's quickly check our, lastly, let's quickly check our, okay, you can see that it has come down. That's why it's not good you buy coin at market price. You just set your price and go away. So you don't use emotion. Just set your market and leave it. It will eventually pick the market and give it to you. Now, so let's check the coin has it been deposited. Okay, you can see say I received. It has come. So look at the USDT. Now, for you to use it to trade, you have to like click on transfer. Okay, what am I transferring from main to trading? What? USDT. Or just click on it and then confirm. So having confirmed, it's been sent to your trading account. So where am I going here? Click on trade. You see spot trading. Click on it. You can see that this business is a gradual process. You don't kill yourself over it or somebody hyping you, say you can do that, you can do this and all of that. Now you can see now it's asking me for my trading password. It's a 6-digit number, numerical. So now once I put it there, then, so which coin do I want to buy? Well, I may probably know that we have a coin to buy here because I've not really, let me check. I have a lot of reviews yesterday, but I was clumsy with so much activities. So private mentorship, you're on soup. We will drill you, you will speak in tongue. Let me look at UTK. It's been a while. UTK, that's use trust. Okay, no USDT for UTK here. I've just bought it. But I think UTK is a good buy for market. Let me check them in finance. So those of you who are learning, so you can buy UTK, okay? You can buy UTK. Can buy UTK. And then there are lots of things you will still learn over time anyway. So you can buy UTK at 23 cents, 23 23 cent, 90 penny, or 23 cent, yeah, 2390, right? 2390. Then you can now set your selling price at 288, okay? 288 and 32 or 30. So two prices for sale for UTK, okay? U Trust, that's the name of the coin. So UTK, so you can buy against USDT. Is the RIRS? Is it on coin? FIS. Okay. Should be network. Should be. Crypto is sweet. If you discipline yourself, okay? You can discipline yourself, it's a fantastic stuff. But if you are looking up and down and then believing some funny people, shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm too busy, and so I'm sorry. Over time, when I have time to now face my people, be with me, private mentorship, I won't have time for people like that. So it's when I'm done with them, I can bring the remnant to the general public. So because we have a lot to cover this year, what God has done for us is marvelous, and He has a lot of things in stock for us, and so we are not out for yoke. We are out for results. Oh shit. This is crazy. Oh shit. Okay, I wanted to see if I can see any coin to just experiment for you guys to see. So, but on your Binance, if you have money on your Binance, you can buy UTK. And our time is over, and so I need to wrap up. If you have a question, you can see that today's class is more intense, huh? So no be yoke. Today's class is more intense.
Okay, why we end waiting the entire head now? What why end out in the suite?
Want to do what?
What the class why end waiting the suite now?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I just wanted to. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, Shiba is not in this class.
Shiba.
It's not in this class, right?
Shiba Inu.
Your way forward about Shiba. You say it's today.
No. It's not this class.
Not in this class now.
Okay.
This class is just. It's just. This class is just for people. It's you people that place so much value on knowledge and then continuous refresher that come here. The people who have known too much don't come here. People who are they are professionals, and it's you people like myself that were just teaching that comes in. And if not, it's meant for people. I saw it and I discovered people are struggling. even to carry out simple instructions, they were unable to do that, and things were passing them by. Okay. Okay, let's just so assuming you want to buy any coin and Rose have been struggling because I don't have time for it. I can't get this question. This person is asking, what's the right time to buy? So a little light. Which one are you saying? Yeah, very intense. I think I need to pause here because your brain is saturated. Yeah, I could feel it myself, you know. It's very, very condensed for you guys. And then just over time, you're going to sit down with some of the video and begin to write out some things for yourself. If not, it's cumbersome. It's cumbersome. Yeah, it's quite difficult. I know. Those of you who are unable to do your no 1 hour time. No, 1 hour time frame is not good for you for analysis. Who is swinging, unless you are just doing day trading and all of that. So, yeah, 1 hour time frame will not give you the thorough confirmation of what you want to have. So, as a swing trader, you have to use 4 hours, and then with the right combinations of your market indicators, will give you the best. It's an occasional stuff you go say, okay, let me do 2 hours, 1 hour, but it's not going to give you perfect result you're actually looking for. And so it makes you, then if you are doing day trading and all of that, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, it's okay, and all of that, or just like maybe few stuff. So by the time you go 1 hour, you won't get the result you're looking for a swing trade. Just like look at it here. So if you like day trader and all of that, okay, so I think the market, okay, for me, can I still buy, let him buy, and all of that. So occasionally, you know, if the market, but when I talk about swing trading, okay, minimum days for swing trading is 1 week, real swing trading. So if you still trade within 1 day or two, it's still like day trading. But the worst is, you know, that's why day trading is divided into like a sublet, scalper. Scalpers don't even stay up to a day. And a scalper will always close that trade that day at all costs. So you want to see what's the highest the coin will go for that day and close within that trade. So a day trader may still extend 1 or 2, 3, 4 days, and then so using 1 hour for that can still give you the result you are looking for. Okay, somebody was asking a question. Okay, yeah, no, it's okay. Now on Binance too, when you are doing your verification, if you're using all right, if you're using your international passport, I think it's faster. And then that international passport, driver license and all that. So, but if you're using some other ID card, it may be cumbersome. Or even if you are using voter's card, it may not really work. Using phone or some things is not advisable. You're using Dex tool, but Dex tool work on phone. Why not? It works on phone, but of course you won't have perfect results like desktop. Okay, so I think I need to pause at this point because your brain gets saturated. What will happen tomorrow is when we start, we just do little review for today and then continue for the DEX. And the DEX is more cumbersome than this, but you of course you will learn. So I don't mean to scare you, okay? You will learn, you get the best for yourself. So you still have questions you can ask. so that I respond to them, and then we'll call it today. So how many of you have bought the LTO? Okay, if those of you are finance, how many of you have bought the LTO? So about the LTO. So, but see what I use in buying is that's not trade. But please don't be discouraged if you do not have enough money. Then over time, that's why when it comes to DEX, some money, $20, $40, $100, and all of that, we of course give you a lot in some of those little coins, and then you can make a lot of money. And that's why you need to pay attention and for tomorrow class, and so that. Okay, let me check somebody.
How fast you want to share?
Okay, let me stop the recording.